What's up, everybody? We are live, and we got a pretty decent card this Saturday. We got the main event, Jessica Andrade versus um, Zhang, man, Wee Zhang, and this is it's a good fight. This card for me, living in Soka, I think starts at midnight, but I'm definitely gonna try to watch every fight. I know the first two fights are not, the best fights, but I'm still gonna watch them, and it's a decent card. It sucks when we have a break, so I'm excited to get UFC back. And let's talk about the last card. The last card was UFC 241, and it was definitely one of the best cards of the year. Before that, I was on a skid, and I had a winning night, but I mean it was like a close winning night. Like I went I think I had like point 0.4 on the night. I won on Mazo, and I lost my parlay with Heinisch and Yusuf. I mean Heinisch dropped the ball. He just gassed out really bad after the first round. I thought he was going to get that knockout with that head kick. Didn't turn out. Props to Brunson. Brunson will still be faded though in the future. Also, yeah, Yusuf went out there and took care of business. I mean, that card was awesome. I'm kind of mad that I didn't go with my guts. Like, I picked Diaz to win, didn't bet him. I picked Kenny to win, didn't bet him. So that's something that really bothers me, man. When like I pick someone to win, especially if they're dog money and I pass, like. But then again, when you pick a dog and they lose and you pass, like it's like like a bitter feeling, bittersweet. So this is what it is. Contender series, last week went 2-0. I'm 2-2 this year. I lost my first two. One on Roe. I mean, that was sweaty. I thought Roe was definitely going to lose that after the stunt he was pulling in the first round. And then Steele won a very close fight last night. I threw $25 on Impa, at a +5. I think it's +500. I got it. I'm not gonna track that because I don't do $25 units. I was $100 units for a long time, and then when I went on my skid, I dropped. Last card was the first card that I went $50. I used to be 50 for a long time, and then with 100, but I'm back on 50 until I can get back and get a good streak going. And I mean, I'm surprised, man, that Impa was priced that high, man. I mean, damn, dude. I mean, $25 to win 125, like I'll take it. Like like it was obviously it wasn't tracked. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I called him. Just I'm happy, put a little cheddar on him, and he won. So congrats to him, man. He's good. I don't know why UFC didn't sign him, but then again, he's really green. But I mean, he's definitely gonna go far, man. That guy's really good. And that Hill guy, wow, he was such a big favorite. He was huge. Changed the Black House, a lot of hype. He'll probably get another chance for Contender Series, honestly, but we'll see what happens. Trying to think of anything else we want to talk about. UFC 242 next week is a really good card. I'm actually taping that card right now. I'm like 3 fights in, and I'm gonna be probably just betting underdogs that card, man. There's a lot of good dogs that card that I like. And yeah, so let's see real quick. I got my notes. Anything else? Let's do it, man. So real quick, these first two fights are they're just not the best fights. They're just definitely the worst two fights in the card. But I mean, we're gonna talk about them anyways, and they're definitely the two fights that I didn't put the most research in. I did, but obviously there's two fights that can go either way. So first fight we got. I'm definitely gonna butcher this guy's name. We got Beta Girl Danaa versus Haley Alateng. And the line of this fight has definitely gotten, like it's close to a pick 'em. I mean, it was definitely, Alateng was a big dog. A lot of people, man, are betting him. And I looked into it, and I agree, man. I do think he's gonna get the win. He has the more experience. He's on a big, winning streak right now. I know he lost a couple fights ago to a good fighter. I think he's won like 8 out of his last 9 though. And he's definitely, he's more active. He's a bigger guy. He's a pretty good striker. He has good power. He's definitely changed his whole career around. Danaa hasn't fought that much. I think they both haven't really fought the best competition. I know Alateng, has definitely Alateng has definitely fought the better guys. He's probably beaten better guys, but I mean, both of them haven't fought like the best competition. But it's probably gonna mostly be a striking fight. I don't know, man. This fight hits the mat. I mean, Danaa's explosive, but he's older. He hasn't fought. I mean, he's definitely has the less fights, and it's just one of those fights, man, that just could go either way. But I'll go with the dog. I'll go with Alateng. Like I said, more experience. He has I think like 3 KO losses, but he's won 8 out of his last 9, like I mentioned. And I mean, Danaa is a finisher, but he hasn't fought in a year. yeah, it's a close fight. I don't want any part of it, but a lot of sharps are going on Alateng, so I'll go with Alateng here with the. I'll go with the decision win, but I'm just not really, confident in it. So next fight is another fight that's is pretty close. We got Carolina Rosa versus Laura Procopio or Procopio. Yeah, Laura, she's definitely I think should be the favorite. I think a lot of money's coming in on Rosa, so maybe even Laura might actually be the dog pretty soon. I'm not gonna play it though, even if she hits dog money. I'm just not confident in the fight. She's definitely the better grappler. I mean, she's I'm pretty sure she's a shootout Brazil champion. Yeah, 125 and 135. If she has more experience, she's undefeated, man. Rosa's definitely has more experience. But I mean, she's lost a couple girls. I don't think they're good. Like Laura Pacheco, she's not good, dude. I mean, yeah, she pulled a lot of stunts, man, on contender, well, not contender series, on tough, and she's been around for a while. I don't think she's that good. And this Laura girl trained with Andrade, so I mean, it's definitely gonna help each other out. She has a better ground game. I think Rosa might be the better striker, but I think Laura's gonna get to the mat. But like I said, it's just not a fight that I don't really care about. So I'll go with Laura with the win, but I'm just not that confident in it. So next fight is a fight that I'm really intrigued in, and I think we do. We got Damir Ismagulov versus Thiago Moises, and this is a good fight, man. Where the line was initially, that was a good spot. I feel like maybe to poke, Moises. Now it's getting more like really close, like pick him, not pick him, but now it's Moises is what is he? I think he's like plus 160. Damir's minus 185. Damir's definitely the better striker. I mean, it's without a doubt. I mean, the guy's really technical. He digs the body really nice. He has a good jab, good right hand. I know he hasn't really fought the best competition, especially in the UFC. I mean, I feel like he's fought better guys outside of the UFC. I mean, in the UFC, he's fought two of the worst guys in the division. Wow, Score just got cut because I think he popped or something like that, but he was terrible. And then Joe Alvarez got a win over that fraud, Italy or whatever, Danilo or whatever, but Alvarez isn't good either, man. And I mean, Damir has wrestling too. He just doesn't really show it because it's really good striking. But yeah, I mean, both these guys are kind of small for 55. I think they could drop 45. I know Moises has fought 45 in the past, but that doesn't mean anything. It's about the matchup. Like I said, Damir's a better striker. Moises is definitely Moises has improved a lot, man. I mean, I know he went out there and show some really bad IQ against Benny and try to go out there and tap him out and stuff and try to initiate the grappling. Benny just dominated him on the mat. He looked really good last fight against Halabo. I mean, he's winning on the feet. He won on the mat. I mean, he looked really good in that fight. Really composed. He trains ATTs. He's really strong, man. I mean, he's like, he's short and he's small, 55, but I mean, he's built like a brick shit house. And Damir's a bigger dude. Damir's a better striker. I think Damir is really underrated wrestling, but I don't think he wants to take Moises down. Moises, has a good BJJ. Moises has good grappling too. I don't know if Moises can go out there and take Damir down. That's the thing. I don't really know if it's a striker versus grappler matchup because Moises can crack. Moises has a good right hand. Moises has power on the feet. I mean, I think they both are going to try to strike. I don't know who's going to hit the mat or who's going to try to initiate the grappling, but I'm just going to go with Damir. I think Damir's the better striker. He has underrated wrestling. I think he could definitely take down Moises. I think Moises has good grappling, good wrestling. I just don't know if he can take down Damir. Damir's really good takedown defense. And, I mean, Moises probably has a better BJJ. But, I mean, Damir's only lost once, man. And, I mean, it was I think it was like a doctor stoppage. I mean, I know both these guys haven't fought, the best competition. I mean, Moises just fought some pretty good competition outside the UFC, and he lost, to Jason Knight and, some other people at 45. But, I mean, it's all about the matchup. It's a good fight. It's definitely one of my favorite fights tonight. I think the line should be a little closer, but I'll go with Damir. I think he edges out the decision win. And I don't think he finishes Moises, but it could be a good fight, man. Moises is definitely going to have his moments. And if I could have got Moises plus 290, like when he first dropped, I probably would have took a poke. But I'm going to go with Damir. So next fight, quick, we got Jung versus the newcomer, the Russian Kadis Ibragimov. Yeah, Ibragimov. I was actually going to play Hill in the spot. but he got pulled because I think visa issues. He trains. He trains in the U.S. Um, but yeah, and there's a book that opened him. I think like the dog, which is crazy. Anyways, but yeah, Jung, man, he's a brawler, dude. The guy, he has heavy hands. He likes to brawl. He has a good record. He hasn't fought the best competition. I'm really curious to see if this fight, goes out the first round. Um, you know, it's going to be weird, man, because Russia, he's undefeated. You watch his last fight, he's beating some pretty good guys. He's wild on the feet, but like once he gets you on the mat, man, he's huge on top, and I mean, good ground and pound. He's definitely probably faced better competition. But it's short notice, man. So I mean, is he going to gas? Like, I feel like this could be one of the most exciting fights of the night. The line, I feel like, is a little off. It's a sketchy fight, man. I mean, both of them are going to try to brawl. I think Moises, or not Moises, I think Russia, Ibragimov could definitely get him in the mat. And I mean, his ground and pound is really good, dude. I know it's, a very short notice fight for him, but this kid's young, he's young, he's undefeated for a reason. He's fought in good competition. I was going to fade Jung for a reason. He's a brawler. He's wild, but I mean, just slow. And I think Hill was just going to pick him apart and knock him out. I don't know if Russia can go out there and knock him out, but I think Russia can get him down, and I think he can get him out of there. So I'm going to go with Russia, Ibragimov for the second round TKO. And I'm excited, man, to see the future of this kid. This kid's no slouch. So next fight, oh my God, this is it's a very intriguing fight. We got Mudaerji versus Andrade Souk. This is the fight that I've been going back and forth, man, like really back and forth. Souk's 2-4 in UFC. He should definitely probably be 3-4, but I mean, dude, you look at his record, man. Like, oh my God, like the fight against Albert Morales, he definitely lost that fight. It's close. He shouldn't be losing to Albert Morales. I know it's early on in his career. And then Alejandro Perez, I thought he won that fight, but I mean, the guy got 3 knockdowns and lost the fight. He got weaseled and he just doesn't throw enough volume. He beats Luke Sanders, but he was losing that fight and he closed his eyes, man, and got a knockout. Like, this kid has power, but like he just has the worst fight IQ. Look at the fight with Sean O'Malley. He was getting his ass kicked. He could have beat Sean O'Malley when Sean, hurt his foot. Didn't even do anything. He's an idiot. He took him to the ground. Like he just has the worst fight IQ. But he looked pretty good against Jonathan Martinez. I thought he looked really good in the feet. You can take this kid down. He has grappling too. He definitely has the better ground game. Mudaerji, like, oh my God, this guy's no ground game. He has 4 losses by sub. You take him down, he's gonna get tapped out. The Smoker fight, he's whooping Smoker on the feet and then tries to play with him on the mat, gets tapped out. He did his camp in Russia, so I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think on the feet, it's really interesting. I don't think Souk has a better ground game. I think he should probably try to take this to the mat. I don't know if he's going to though, but he has the advantage on the mat. On the feet, he has a good right hand. He has power. He's training an American top team now. I know he left Hard Knocks, which is probably a good move for him. Maybe we'll see a more technical Souk. Like, Souk has a good chin for sure. It's really hard to finish that kid, and it's not like Sue's going to go out there and tap him out or anything. And I mean, Montauk Jackson's dominating, but Montauk Jackson's a star in this division, man. It's going to be on the feet, and I think Mudaerji has a good jab. He has good flying knees. He's a good right hand. He's wild. He's green. He's really young. It's all going to come down to the striking. I think Souk has, he's probably a little more technical. I know it's kind of crazy to say that. He has low volume, but his right hand's mighty. I mean, his right hand, man, is powerful. I mean, he could definitely hurt Mudaerji. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But then again, Mudaerji could hurt Souk. We've seen Souk get rocked before. So it's going to be a banger of a fight. It's like I want to play Mudaerji really bad just because Souk's a fade. But both these guys are fades, man. I mean, Mudaerji's ground game is not UFC level, and his striking's good. But I mean, you take this guy down, it's over, dude. So I'm going to go Souk. I think it's going to be a back and forth fight in the feet. I think Souk is going to be smart and he's going to take him in the mat. I don't know if he taps him out. I know he has like 3 wins by submission outside the UFC, but I can see him kind of grinding Mudaerji out. And I can even see him hurting Mudaerji on the feet. I'll go Souk with a decision win, maybe a late finish, but yeah, I'm not playing this fight. So next fight, we got Fluffy versus Jung Park. Now, this is a very interesting fight. I mean, if you know me, no bro picks, you know that I'm a huge fan of Fluffy. I mean, I think the guy definitely has a lot of potential. He's a little too green right now, though. Definitely, the Brendan Allen win was a really impressive win. Definitely his best win. he went out there and smoked that Beverly Hills Ninja guy. And then the Marcus Perez fight, big favorite. I bet him there. Oh man, Marcus Perez, man, looked so good in that fight. That was the best Perez we ever seen. I mean, Perez went to ATT for that camp. Now he's still, I think, yeah, he's training there. Really hurt him in the body, man, and got him out of there. And Perez is a really good ground game. I mean, Fluffy's, you know what you're gonna get from him, dude. He's gonna be in your face. He has good cardio. He has good pressure, good pace, good grappling, good striking, good right hand, powerful. I mean, you saw the knockout against Brendan Hernandez, against Beverly Hills Jordan Wright or whatever. But you watch a lot of his fights outside of UFC. Like he's a grappler. Like he has a lot of wins by submission, dude. I mean, he beat Brendan Allen with the grappling. I mean, he was in his face, took him down at will. I think he definitely has a grappling advantage against Park. But the thing is, Park is a freaking beast on the feet. His kid striking's good. And I know he hasn't fought the best competition. You know, he beat, what is it, Glenn? I forget what his last name. Glenn something last fight, I think. But I think that kid he's like 21-6, something like that. Sharapov, I forget what his last name is. But I think he was like signed by the UFC and then they didn't sign him. And then like Park just ruined his dreams. But Park really dominated him in that fight. But then again, that kid, Glenn, took him down, man, like 4 or 5 times, dude. So a guy like that can take him down. I think Fluffy could definitely take him down. Fluffy has really good grappling, man. And Fluffy has good striking, too. I just think Park is pretty technical in the feet. He has a good right hand. He's powerful. I think it's going to be a war. I think it's going to be one of those fights on the feet. Fluffy could have success. Park could have success. But I think Fluffy needs to win this fight. If he wants to win, he got to get this fight at the mat. So I'm going to go with Fluffy. I think he's going to get a submission win here. He's minus 160 right now. I just don't want to play it, man. I want to watch it just because, Park is no slouch. I think that he could definitely crack, but I mean, if Fluffy gets him down, I think it's over. So I'm going to go Fluffy with a submission win. But Park, I think, might be live here, but I'm not playing it. Fluffy's my boy, so I got Fluffy. Next fight, we got Keenan Song versus Derek Krantz. D-Rock, yeah, this is another close fight. I've been going back and forth on. I mean, Derek Krantz, he looked decent against Luque. I mean, he took him down, he even rocked Luque and all that stuff. But then, he just gassed out, and Luque just knocked him out. Krantz is a good chin. He's been finished, multiple times. He's been finished a lot by sub. He's been finished, I think, 3 times by KO. I like his style. Like, he has really good pressure. He's in the being Song space. So, like, the thing is, he's going to put a good pace on Song, which could tire him out, but he's going to be open to the counter shots. And Keenan Song, man, can crack. The dude has really, heavy power. I know, he's definitely hasn't fought the best competition. He's got Sion coming off a loss. He lost his style bender and all that. He beat 2 cans and Bobby Nash and Aldana, but, I mean, he knocked both of them out with the same punch, I mean, the guy can definitely crack. He's good right hand, good left hand, good counter striking. Doesn't have the best volume. You could take him down too. I mean, we saw Don take him down. I think Krantz, is a grappler. I mean, Krantz is one of those fighters, he's going to be in your face trying to, just trying to brawl, but he can also take you down. I think Krantz probably has the grappling advantage for sure. I think Krantz should definitely try to take him down. Krantz is wild though. The guy gets hit a lot. He's just got knocked out 2 or 3 months ago. So, I mean, that's a huge concern. Song hasn't fought in a while. He got an ass kick against Alex Morano. Morano's improved. Trained 4-7 Morano just dominated that fight. It's close. I mean, I'm not betting this fight. I was thinking about it. I've been going back and forth. I mean, the line's minus 110 now each. Krantz was a pretty big dog, earlier in the week, plus 150, plus 160, which, I mean, could have been a good poke, but dude, this fight's is so close. It's so wild. Krantz is going to be pushing on, like I mentioned, a good pace, but he's just going to be open to those counter shots. I think Song's going to knock him out. I think Song's going to catch him in with one of those counters. A lot of people are playing Krantz. I mean, but the thing is, you guys are, and I know Krantz is live in the spot, but he just got knocked out literally 2 months ago or 3 months ago. Don't act like Song doesn't have knockout power. That guy can crack. He has knockout power. So it's one of those fights. I'm thinking about playing Keenan Song if he hits price money. I'm probably not going to do it. It's a jobber fight. I'm not going to do it. I got Keenan Song with a knockout win. I hope Krantz wins. I do like Krantz a lot. I like his story. He's been around for a long time. He had a good fight with Nakashima. I mean, you watched that knockout against Patterson. This dude, he wants to fight. He's 31 years old. I feel I hope he gets this win, but I just think I just got Song cashing it with the counter, man. So, next fight. Let me grab in my notes real quick. Gotta have notes. If you don't have notes, then you know what you're doing. Um, okay, so we got Mizuki Inoue versus Wu Yanan. Good fight. It's my first play of the night so far. I got 2 units on Mizuki at -125. I wish I would have got plus money. I don't think it's gonna hit plus money though. Wu Yanan is definitely the bigger girl. I don't think she's that good. I mean, she lost to Mazzani, which is Mazzani's terrible. She beat Muir last fight. Muir was dominant that fight. She took her down, and then she tapped her out. Muir doesn't really have much of like a ground game. I think she's like a white belt or blue belt. I'm not really sure. I mean, she's a brawler, and Wu, was a white belt and tapped her out. Got I think, was a blue belt now with that win. It's one of those fights where I just don't think Wu's that impressive. Like, she's the bigger girl here for sure, but if you watch Mizuki, man, like, the girl has a good record. The girl's fought way better competition. The girl's, I mean, she's training at Sarah Longo now, man. I mean, she has good grappling, too. She has a lot of wins by submission. She had a good fight with Generoba, outside the UFC and Invicta. I just think she has a huge speed advantage here. Her striking's improved a lot, too. She has a good right hand, good jab. I just don't see how she doesn't take Yanan in the mat. I mean, you see Yanan get taken down. I don't think this blue belt's going to go out there and tap out Mizuki. Mizuki's ground game is really good. She has the better grappling. I think that she's going to mix it up. She's going to take her down. And I think she's going to hand Yanan, man, the submission loss. I mean, Mizuki's going to get her, 9 or 10 win by submission. I think she has a huge advantage on the mat here. But like I mentioned, Wu is definitely the bigger girl. But, I mean, I'm telling you, man, this Mizuki girl she's special, man. I mean, she's, people were saying that she's a soccer mom and all this stuff. Like, come on, dude. She's won 5 of her last 6 fights. She's beaten good girls. She's only really lost a good competition. She had a very close fight with Grasso and KK back in the day. Trains at a good camp. I mean, good left hand. She's like 25 years old and she has like a 13-5 record. She's been around for a long time, dude. I mean, definitely, she's probably going to drop to 115 after she wins this fight. But I just don't think Wu Yanan is really UFC material. I think Mizuki has a huge advantage in the mat. Striking has definitely improved a lot. I won't be surprised at all if he hurts Wu on the feet. Wu's just pretty slow. Like, Wu's just one of those fighters. Just, I don't know, man. She's just kind of like a grinder and stuff. And, I mean, she got a good win against Muir, but I think Mizuki would beat Muir as well. So I'm gonna go with Mizuki with submission win. Next fight is this? No, it isn't. Okay, we got Wu Zhenhong versus Mobzar Evloev. I was gonna bet Mobzar versus Grundy, but I mean, I think he got. If the line was good, I think it was like going to be like -280, so I probably wouldn't have done that. But yeah, I think Mobzar is definitely a pretty good fighter. He's a little small for featherweight for sure. I mean, he's a bantamweight. He fights at both weight classes, but the dude's grappling so good, his pace is so good. I mean, his striking's improved a lot. He's fighting Wu, who he's fought back in the day. Wu's definitely like gotten a lot better though. I mean, his record like since that fight is like I think he's won a lot of fights since then. He's lost a couple, but he's a good striker. And Mobzar is a good striker too, but we know what he's gonna do. He's one of the best grapplers. I feel like in the division, man. Even though he should definitely drop. I don't see like why not. He can win a lot of fights at 45. I just think he's just gonna be at a size disadvantage, man. When he's fighting the bigger dudes at 45, he's fighting guys like Sadiq Youssef and stuff like that, and like Qatar maybe. Oh my god, like he's good. He's a really good fighter, but he should go to bantamweight, dude. I think, but. I mean, he's just good everywhere. I just think the relentless grappling, the pace he's going to put on is just. I mean, he won the fight. He's ready to beat this guy. I know he's gotten better. He's a good striker, Wu, but Mobzar's better. I feel like the grappling big advantage, and I think he's going to take it down and keep it there. The Grundy fight was definitely a better fight, though. I mean, I wanted to watch that fight. Grundy's a good striker, good grappler. One of the best fights in the card, and it sucks they got scrapped. But Grundy must have had visa issues or something. I don't know, but. Anyways, did he get hurt? I forget, but I'll go with Russia here with Mobzar. Next fight, Kai Kara France versus Mark Del Rosa. Good fight. Kai Kara France has definitely improved a lot since tough. He's a good striker, really good striker. Very technical on the feet. Gas tank problems. This guy gets tired. He's a little chinny too. He's been KO'd before. That fight with Pai, the last fight, really close fight. Could have gone either way. I mean, I feel like when you try to when he digs deep and stuff, like when you get him in a brawl like that, like I feel like he wants a way out sometimes, man. Like he looked good last fight, but he's still, man, I thought he lost that fight. It's a really close fight, and Paiva is like 0-2 in the UFC. But then again, this is a different matchup. I don't think Del Rosa is gonna has the advantage in the feet. He's not a bad fighter. He's undefeated flyweight. He's not a jobber or anything. Had a close fight with Joby. but he's a good grappler and he's good submission with. So I definitely think he has the advantage in the mat. I think he could take France down. France is good get up game. France is a good ground game too. It's a really close fight. I think that the line is definitely should definitely be closer. I've been going back and forth. I mean, France is a better striker. I see potential in this kid, but I also see him. I don't know. I just don't like this gas tank, man. It's a little shinny, man. And I mean, Del Rosa has good striking too, but I just don't see. I don't think Mark's gonna hurt him on the feet or anything, or like he's not gonna go out there and box him up. And I just don't think. I don't see him winning on the feet. I think he has to fight to the mat. I mean, I think France would be a fool if he tries to take this fight to the mat because Mark has the better ground game. I feel like he has the better submissions and all that stuff. So it's striker versus grappler matchup. Mark's really tough. I mean, I can see Mark subbing him for sure, man. I don't think France is gonna knock him out or anything, but I'll go with France with a close decision win. But yeah, I feel like it's dog or pass right now. Next fight, oh man, we got Zaleski versus Lee the Leech. This is a great fight. I mean, two of the best brawlers in the division. I mean, both these fighters are right outside the top 15. I have a big history with Lee. I've bet him on him multiple times. He's 8-3 in UFC. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, in the fight with Taleb, he should have won that fight. That was really close. Split decision win. The Jake Matthews fight, a lot of people always talk about that fight. I mean, that was the best Jake Matthews you've ever seen. That guy just drops the ball a lot. But yeah, it's a good win for Jake Matthews. It was a close decision, but we definitely, lost that fight. The thing with this fight is, though, like, they're both brawlers. And the thing is, Zaleski's a good fighter, too. I'm never going to say he's not. Like, Zaleski's a good fighter. I thought Zaleski should probably be fighting someone better in this fight. Like, maybe get, like, a top 15, top 10 guy. But both these guys are brawlers. He definitely has the ground advantage, in my opinion, But then again, is he going to go out there and just take Leech down and tap him out? This isn't Molender on the mat. Lee's a better fighter than Molender, and Lee has a way better ground game. Like, we've seen Lee on the mat before. Yeah, Keita took him down, tapped him out in that third round. He pulled a stun in that fight. He was winning that fight. He gassed out. That was a long time ago. Lee the Leech, man, he's improved on the mat. You see him, reverse shake Matthews multiple times. I mean, he has good wrestling. He's underrated too. Just taking down Zalata. I mean, I feel like he has it in his back pocket. He's not going to go out there and take down Zaleski. I doubt he's going to even shoot on Zaleski. We've seen Zaleski get taken down before, but I don't think Leech is going to initiate the grappling here. I think he's going to keep it on the feet. He's good takedown defense. He's a good kicking game, good right hand, good jab, great cardio. One thing I like about the Leech is this guy gets hurt a lot and he recovers really fast. I mean, the same thing you can say about Zaleski. They both have really good chins. They both get hurt a lot in their fights. They both have good cardio. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight. I feel like if they brawl, which they probably will, I mean, you got to favor you got to favor both guys here because, I mean, Zaleski definitely has a good right hand. I mean, capoeira, good flying stuff. It's on the feet. Like, I feel like it's just, oh my God, dude. Zaleski's probably a little more tactical and stuff. I mean, they both have a lot of knockout win stuff, but dude, the Leech can crack, dude. Like I mentioned, good jab, good right hand. I mean, it's going to be a dog fight. And looking at the line right now, I feel like all the value's on the Leech, dude. He's fighting at home, too. This fight is a close decision, dude. It's going to the Leech. I feel like Zaleski has to go out there and get a finish here. We've seen Lee get finished before, but, I mean, this kid's chin, dude. I just don't see Lee getting knocked out here. I think Lee could definitely get submitted, though, because Zaleski has a really good ground game. He's a BJJ black belt. He tapped out from under. But it's going to be really hard for him to tap out Lee the Leech. I'm telling you right now. I mean, this kid has improved so much. He's a great fighter. Zaleski's a good fighter. I mean, these are two really good fighters, but I just see a lot of disrespect on the Leech. And especially with this line, man, it's going to go any way. I mean, like I said, they're both brawlers. Zaleski has really good striking, good right hand, good flying shit, all that stuff. But, I mean, the kicks, I think, for the Leech are definitely going to frustrate him. And, I mean, Lee has good pressure too, good cardio, great jab, good right hand. It's a really close fight, but I gotta go with the dog here. I know I might be getting some crap because Zaleski's a good fighter. He really is, But let's be honest. This is the best fighter that both have ever fought. Strickland's a good fighter, Moises a decent fighter. Leech is better than all those guys, man. You can say Zaleski for sure. Zaleski's better than everyone Leech has fought, but looking at this line and closest fight, and you would really talk about you really think about the matchup. They brawl. They're two brawlers. Anything can happen. They both get hurt in all their fights, dude. Zaleski has been hurt in multiple fights before too, man. So, I mean, you can't act like Leech's gonna go out there and just get smoked. So I gotta go with the dog. I'm telling you right now, I got Leech here. He's plus 240 right now. I want to see if he hits plus 300. I don't know if he does, but I think Leech is he's gonna either win a close decision or maybe even finish Zaleski late. I don't think Zaleski should be taking this fight. I think he should definitely taken a top 15, top 10 guy. He's fighting Leech in his home country. Lee is a dog, man, and Lee is, I think, undefeated in his home country. Dude, I don't. Why are you trying to fight this guy in his home country? And I mean, if this fight goes to decision, I think Lee can definitely win this fight. But then again, Zaleski has a big advantage in the mat. If he hurts Zaleski or if he hurts Leech, I could definitely see him tapping him out. I'm not disrespecting Zaleski; he's a good fighter, but Leech's line is so off. This line should be very, very, very close, dude. So I'm gonna go with Leech, and I will be betting him. I haven't bet him yet, but I'm gonna bet him. I'm looking at the line right now. Just a small poke because Lexi's a good fighter, but I just think this line's really off. And I think Leech could definitely win a close fight here, and it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be one of the best, probably the best fight of the night. So I probably will be sweating. Next fight, co-main event, right? Or was that the co-main event? Okay, that was the co-main event. We got Andrade versus Zhang. Great fight. I bet Andrade 3 units minus 170. I just don't see how Zhang could win this fight. She's a good fighter. I'm not saying she's not. Big step up. I don't think she should be fighting her for the belt right now. I think Suarez should be fighting her right now. But I mean, Andrade was losing the Rose pretty bad, and then she got that slam. I mean, Andrade's a better striker here for sure. I mean, Zhang is not Rose in the feet. She's not going to go out there and be picking her apart in the feet. We've seen Zhang be hurt in multiple fights before. I mean, come on, dude. Danielle Taylor hurt this girl. Like, she's a tough girl for sure. Like, she's good grappling girl. Like, good grappling, like good striking. But I don't see how she beats Andrade. I just think Andrade is just a champ, man. She's a really good fighter. I feel like Suarez would be her biggest test. And I mean, the pace she puts on the girls and how physically strong she is, and that right hand, that jab. I mean, I feel like Andrade I feel like Wee needs to get this fight to the mat. I mean, I think Andrade can take her down as well, but Wee has really good control, really good grappling too. She's a good striker. I'm not saying she's not. She's a great striker, great fighter. But I think Andrade has more power. I think Andrade is just, dude, her style, like the pace. She's been coming forward. She hits like a truck. Like, I just don't see how Wee Zhang is gonna be calm, man. Like when she gets hit, like I see her getting hurt, man. I think Andrade could definitely take her down and kind of just beat down on her, man. I like Mimi saying she'll be back. I think it's too big of a step up right now. I got Jessica Andrade with the first round TKO. I think she's really going to hurt her and get her out there. I hope she fights Tatiana Suarez next. But seeing Zhang, hurt in fights before, I just don't see how that's going to help her against the heaviest hitter in the division. She's a monster, Jessica Andrade. A monster. This girl hits like a truck. This girl hits so hard, so much knockout power. I mean, the chin, she eats shots and just doesn't even phase her. And Rose, Wee is not Rose in the feet. Rose is a really good striker, and there's no way I'm ever going to compare Wee Zhang to the technical striking that Rose has at all. I mean, you can tell Rose was getting tired in that fight too, and then Andrade just picked her up and slammed her. But you just watch that fight. I bet Rose. The momentum was definitely going Andrade's corner. I got Andrade. I think she's going to hurt her on the feet. I mean, I can see this fight hitting the mat too. I don't want it to because I feel like that's Wee best chance to win. But Andrade has great grappling, great jiu-jitsu, great ground game. But I think she's going to hurt her on the feet. Andrade by KO. So I bet Andrade 3 units minus 170. I bet Mizuki 2 units minus 125. And I'll probably be playing Leech as well, maybe 1 or 2 units. And the Leech fight is one of those fights, I'm telling you right now, where Zaleski's a really good fighter. He's probably the better fighter, but if they brawl, I think, and which they're gonna brawl. It's not like Zaleski's gonna go out there and not brawl. He brawls every fight. Besides the Munder fight, but come on, dude. Lee is not Munder ground game level. You gotta. I mean, I feel like, come on, you gotta favor the dog in this fight. Where they're both brawlers. You have to, in my opinion. Look at the line. There's no way I can be playing Zaleski at minus 300 here. And he's a good fighter, but I mean, just the brawl is going to bring out the best in Lee, and I think Lee's going to get the win. So that's it. We'll be back next week, and I can't wait to break down UFC 242. Let me know in the comments below who you guys like in this card, and peace out, guys.